The recording has started.
Cool.
All right.
And
I'm
an
here.
ad has began.
Ah, you got an ad. Where is my... How come my mouse doesn't show up on... Okay. Logging in,
Oh my
logging
god,
in.
it's an advertisement about Pokemon.
Hey!
They know too much.
How convenient. All right. We should be all set, and you should be all set to go as well, sir.
Ah, now I can see the thing.
Can you see? It looks not bad, right?
Yeah, it's not bad. Not at all.
It took a little bit of time, and holy shit, am I burning through data right now? But that's okay, because we're only gonna be doing this for like 2 hours, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So all right, feel free to log in. Once we're all done setting up your character, I'll meet you in the Unova region, and we should have a good time.
Alright. What? They are selecting server ID.
Oh, how long
how do
have
I
you had
select
this
that?
window up?
Oh, for like a bit?
Yeah. So you need
I
to
guess
close out and open it back up again.
Ah, gosh darn it.
Yeah, and then just yeah, because now it's just gonna be me streaming. So you're gonna have to restream to me again. Oh, the picture-in-picture.
Oh, no.
It's my stream twice.
There you go. Oh, I got the black Pokemon now.
Okay, you're back.
I'm back.
Watching your stream. All right, cool.
Oh yes, character moments.
All right. Now this is gonna be
Ooh,
your
walking,
character.
running.
So for the most part, for the vast majority of the time that you're going to be playing this game, like essentially, you will have to play the game for about 10 hours before you can change your character's physical appearance, not including
Oh.
clothes. So make sure you pick your eye color, your hairstyle, and your skin color to be whatever it should be.
Alright. I think I'm just gonna make me for simplicity's sake.
That's what I did. Although I gave
So
myself
balds.
a beard. Bald.
That's crew cut? That's a long crew cut, my man.
Right?
Graduation cut. Actually, that looks like me right now.
Hey, I didn't choose
Ooh,
where to
very
go.
spiky.
I would like to go to Unova, please. Thank you.
Brown eyes. I was thinking like a short beard.
Do you have any facial hair?
I have stubble. I have the
They don't really
solid
have. Yeah, they don't
Asian
really
stubble.
have. So make sure and don't forget that you can click on the little color wheels next to the options to change the colors.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm doing that.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, pencil mustache. I can grow those pretty easily. I'll just go with eyebrows, which are not a default option. What am I wearing now? That's what I'm wearing. Alright, character name.
And then make sure your starting region is Unova.
It is Unova.
Excellent. Good.
Alright, there I am.
All right, you ready to go?
Let's go.
Is your name already taken?
Exists! Who calls themselves. Alright,
What the hell just happened?
my full username then.
Did you just stop streaming?
Did I stop streaming? No, I'm streaming.
Oh, for whatever reason, it booted me out of your stream. There we go. We're back. It's fine.
Oh, alright.
Okay. So would you
There you
change your
go.
name to letter J?
Yeah, I did do letter J.
Look at all the people in your room because it's an
Oh
MMO.
my goodness. What is
Alright.
happening?
You got
Hello, everyone.
You got to do this. You got to do all this first. I think with the default controls, your A and B buttons are Z and X.
Z and X, okay. And then I'm guessing it's arrow key control.
Yeah. We
Alright.
could customize all that in a minute.
We can have a Pokemon? What's a Pokemon? What's keeping Bianca? Are you Bianca? Or are you Orcust? Bianca.
You have a lot of people on your screen.
There's a lot of people. What are you doing in my room?
Yo, why are we all living in the same house?
But at least the rent's really, really small.
We're all children, Lawrence.
Oh my god, Bianca is morphed with another being.
How horrifying. All right.
Oh,
So you get to pick your
alright.
Pokemon. This is your first official starter, Lawrence. Get
Oh,
hyped.
yes. After all the stories I've heard about starters. Open the gift box.
Okay. So I don't know if you're
Alright.
watching my stream as well, but you and
You
I are
look
now
like you're in the
sitting.
same menu.
We are now on the same menu. So
Yep.
you get to pick whatever you, whichever starter you want, and then I'm gonna pick the starter that's weak to yours.
Oh, okay, okay.
Just to show you how different the game can be depending on which starter you choose.
Oh man. This looks like fire, leaf, and water.
All Pokemon starters are always grass, fire, water,
Grass, right?
leaf type. It should be plant.
I-
It should be plant, not grass. To
Oh,
be fair,
I gotta,
but
I gotta add that to your war against normal types.
that doesn't make sense to be in a video against normal types.
You can make a second video like all the other things that are not normal. Just rename shit. There you go. I think I'm gonna choose a.
You're gonna choose Oshawott?
Yes.
All right, he's an otter. It makes sense. That is your persona.
That is the greed persona.
All right, so you pick Oshawott. I'm gonna do Tepig.
All right. Oshawott.
All right, cool. So, in a minute, when you're done with they're gonna ask you to go downstairs, I believe. And before you do
Alright.
that, we'll go into your settings to make sure all the controls and stuff are good for you. Because
Oh,
I don't know
sure.
if you, excuse me, I don't know if you can see my screen, but I literally have like no one on my screen, despite the fact that you and
Oh,
I
so
are in
lonely.
the same server right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
That's
and
really
I are
weird.
actually in the same server, so. Oh, we have to do a battle first.
Oh no.
Man, I forgot about Pokemon Black and White 1. All right,
The
Lawrence,
little ones are weak.
let's get in there.
Hello, 2D. Oh, yes, my first official Pokemon battle.
Your first official Pokemon battle.
Oh, wow, that's kind of tiny menu.
A little bit. I'm not giving you any pointers. All you know.
Cool. I'm reading. Everything looks fine.
All right, I won.
Oop. Oh, status means just applies the status.
Oh, they
yeah.
destroy their room. That's really funny.
Oh no.
Oh, you'll see in a minute if you win or lose, but that's really funny.
Oh my god, we're just on a race to kick each other's ass.
Hopefully you're faster than him. Yeah!
Aha!
Lawrence, you won your first official Pokemon battle.
Oh, yes. They call me a god.
That's really good, actually.
They gave me $380. Oh my goodness, the room.
See, I told you. Hey, fuck up the whole thing. Yeah, and he healed our Pokemon because he's smart.
Hey.
Oh my god, and then we have to fight him too. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Now I'm up against Lawrence. Tail whip the shit out of you, Ocelot. Wash a lot.
Wash a lot.
If I can, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna beat this guy. That's super cool. So what are your moves? It's kind of hard to see. You should have tackle and something? Growl?
Yeah, tackle and... 1 second.
Leer?
Tail whip.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this guy using the status lowering move first and then beating the crap out of that grass lizard.
Hell yeah.
Man, I'm really
Oh,
glad that my room is
Goraz.
absolutely annihilated.
Yeah. Aha!
You beat him too?
Yeah, I beat him. I got like
Congratulations,
a crit.
Lawrence.
Got another 380 bucks.
All right. It's quite funny because Unova is the region that I by far have played the least.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so a lot of the stuff where we're gonna have to figure out where we're going, we're gonna have to figure out together.
Oh boy.
Got an X transceiver. Cool. All right. So
Oh, it's mom.
yeah. So after you're done talking to mom, you should be able to do your settings and stuff. It's funny because my in the previous region, I bought the Team Rocket outfit, so I'm just walking around in a criminal uniform.
Oh.
Really
Living dangerously, I see.
You know it. Dude, this looks great in HD. That's so funny.
X transceiver. I don't even know what that is. But food. Ah.
Wait, you want to do your settings?
Oh yeah, I did want to do my settings.
Yeah, you want to do that first. So, if we go through this, because obviously most of the settings you can just figure out on your own, but
Right.
what is it? Not menu. Yeah, there you go. Settings. It stopped rendering my mouse, so I'm having some real trouble, like figuring out where the fuck my mouse is on the screen.
That seems very dangerous.
Yeah, it's not great. In fact, I wonder what it would be like if I just let me just
Just
exit.
exit.
Yeah, exit and then go back.
You would log back in, or you just end up in the exact same place.
I should. It just doesn't like rendering it now.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a little annoying. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's a little
Video
troublesome.
mood. Let's go back here. I have a Poke MMO, properties, capture cursor. Got it. Okay, let's try that. I have no idea why that would be the case, but let's see if that works. Can I see my mouse now? No. So that did nothing. Can I see my cursor? Oh, I can see my cursor on the stream, but not on my screen.
Well, you know what to do now.
That's really funny. All right, I'm here. Anyway, so my thing was yeah, that, and then what was it? I think it's like gameplay. There's my mouse. Looking at the stream for where my mouse is. There it is.
Also to be streaming on Discord.
shit. You right.
Or I could just look at the stream.
No. I'll stream to you. It's fine. I got open this.
Alright, don't lose your cursor.
It's already gone.
Oop.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't want to stream this anymore.
Dude,
You know what? I'm
look,
just
it's
gonna.
your cursor.
You don't need to listen to mute. You don't need to listen to my sound effects because you already got yours. So I'll just stream the screen itself. There you go. We're back.
Yeah, you're
Now
streaming
I'm
your desk. Never mind.
Lawrence, you gotta give me a burger flipping second. I have a lot of windows open right now.
All right.
All right. Oh, you can turn chat bubbles off. I wonder what that looks like if you turn chat bubbles off. Because one of these options is how many players get. Maybe it's just video. Oh yeah, player render limit under video.
Oh, unlimited.
You have it set to unlimited.
Oh,
I have mine set to 5.
Ah.
So just hit plus, and it will go.
There you go.
Yeah. So that way you still feel like there's other people here, but not that you're being overrun with people's. All right. There's that. I don't know. Like you probably know your own settings better than I do, but that was the one that was significant. So I think we're all set there.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow. What the heck? Why you rendered weird now? Hold on.
Oh, did you change your aspect ratio?
Oh, whoops. Not the right
1920 by 1080 would be up high. Hey, look at that.
Hold on. Actually, this is not the right monitor. There you go.
Lawrence is going nuts. You know what? I wonder if there's a way for you and I to be like in the same party.
Just gotta be, right?
Right? I would assume so.
Yeah.
See if you can figure that out. Or maybe give me 1 second. Maybe I can because you know me and I know you, right? You could probably take a wild guess as to what my username is.
Right. And you could guess what my username is.
Also fair. Poke...
How would you even
MMO. No, not poke.com MMO. Poke MMO. How to form a party? Party/team system. I found out it was just possible to team with your friend on the battle frontier. So is there a way to make sure? Because I was hoping that the two of us would like be in the same game.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping too.
Right? Do you see any options for anything like that?
These are all just like the chats. Settings here?
Pokédex, PvP, community? Friends. Ah! There's a friends options under community, which is C.
Which is C.
Oh, sorry. For me, it's C. It's towards the bottom. It's the one. It's like the third from the left.
They're from the left.
On the bottom right hand.
Oh, on the bottom. That's mail.
Third from the right.
It's community.
Friend. And now add friend. I guess you would just try to type in Obotoken at add friend on the bottom. Hey, I got your thing.
Hey, it worked.
So I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna block you forever.
Oh, jeez.
All right, you and I are now friends. Letter J and
Yay.
Obotoken. Hello. Hello.
Oh.
like it's 5 minutes of praise. All right. Once again, my mouse is still not being rendered on my monitor, but it is on stream. So I have to use this to figure this out. All right. So if we go, so now that we're friends, is there a way that we can set this up? Community team. The team creation fee is $15,000, so I can't create
Oh
a
my
team
goodness.
just quite yet.
Does that mean we gotta play onward until we can?
No, I'm not sure. Let's see. Because I see you here. Is there anything I can do with you? Or is it literally just like, hey, this is my friend?
I see invite to link. I don't know if that's it.
What is invite to link?
I have no clue.
Oh, did you right click?
Yeah, right click.
Ah. I wonder if link is like trading. Let's click it. I clicked it. What did it say for you?
All right, let's accept. So, do you want a link?
And do you say yeah?
Yeah. Oop.
Accepted your link request. Lawrence, I think we're in.
Are we?
Look at the left. Look at the left hand. Do you see yourself? Do you see me? Oh, I see Obo token with the crown and then letter J.
Yes.
I can kick you from the link. But what does that do? What does this do? We're linked.
I'm staring at you.
We are
staring at you
literally
from
in the
future.
same position in the world. We should be here together. You know what? Go into this house. Let's see if it
All
see
right.
if it like spawns us together now.
Ah!
Oh, you didn't do this yet. That's fine. Yeah, just do that. It's fine.
All right.
We're figuring this out. I've never done this before.
He's a good trainer.
Oh, I
Alright.
think we might be on different channels.
How do you switch that up?
Okay, so same place as before, third from the left. Change channel.
Channel.
What channel are you on?
Channel 1. So
I'm
gonna
on
go
channel 4.
Ah,
Yeah.
let's see. Okay. Oh, hello!
Oh, Lawrence!
Hello!
Lawrence, I see you!
Zach, I see you, you bearded man.
Lawrence! Give me all your money! This is a stick up! I'm Team Rocket!
No!
Lawrence, this is so cool! we're in the Pokemon world!
We're in a Pokemon world.
Oh, that's
It's a
so
small world.
That's so cool. All right, did you change any of your controls or anything like that?
Nah, they're still default controls.
You're okay with that? You're okay with the arrow keys being movement and then X and Z being A and B?
Yeah, I have no problem with it at the moment.
Okay, cool. In that case, I think we're good to go. Now, she said, because I don't know if you actually paid attention to what she said, but she said
said
something
about a
along the
lab.
line. Yeah, something about a lab. I don't know where the lab is.
Ah,
So let's walk her. Oh, there she is.
hey, yo, we're hunting you down. All right, let's go meet the professor.
Oh, and it's the first female professor. I forgot about this. Dude, I can't.
Professor
I'm
Juniper.
so freaking pogged out of my mind that we're playing a Pokemon MMO together,
Together.
and both of our perspectives are being streamed live to the internet for 0 viewers.
Yes! That's all we can ask for.
That's all we could ever ask for.
I'll give Pokemon a nickname. Or not.
Did you give it a nickname or no?
Didn't give me an option to yet. You just said, hey, you could give your Pokemon a nickname. Now, going on with the conversation.
I think with the Poke MMO, I think you could do that later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you go on an
I
adventure to
see
complete
you.
the Pokédex. No.
Yeah, no. She just like, oh, okay.
I'll
Hello.
say yes.
It's me.
You're not the professor.
Are you sure? How about now?
Oh no, it's Team Rocket. Oh no.
Oh, hello, Professor. I'll come get you.
Oh no, goodbye.
Steal your shit. Oh, we got town maps now. That's great.
Oh, we have morphed together as one once more.
This is so cool. I can't describe to you how giddy I am right now. It's so neat.
Oh.
Okay.
Imagine if we managed to get like Saba and Grant to
We
join
could.
in.
We could do it.
We definitely could.
And then for only a measly $2,000, I could set up a new team for like as many people as we want. It could be sick.
Yes.
Now, pay close attention to when they leave in a second. They're gonna walk
All
away,
right.
and you're gonna see exactly the moment at which the regular game would cut off the perspective, and you wouldn't be able to see them.
All
It'll be right about where I am.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Cool.
All right, so
Hey,
let's
dude,
go.
You teleported.
Yeah,
Let's all take our first steps together.
it's kind of nice.
Oh, look at us. Who the hell's that in the bushes?
I think it's a person. So normally what she would have just did was showed us how to catch a Pokemon, but we're not brain dead. So we're fine.
Says you. I am brain dead.
You never caught a Pokemon though. Are you ready to catch your first Pokemon, Lawrence?
I am ready.
You don't have to, by the way, but you can if you'd like. I'm obviously familiar with Pokemon, so I know which Pokemon I care about or not. But if you want to catch like literally every new Pokemon you see, feel free.
Probably gonna end up doing that.
Oh, it's a Lillipup. I'm gonna murder him with my pig.
Kill him.
With my pig?
Yes, animal cruelty.
That's what Pokemon's all about.
Yep. Animal cruelty, and when you win money.
Exactly. So if you see above a player's head the little spinning Pokeball, that means that they're currently in battle.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh, I gotta see you catch. It's Lillipup.
Oh, yes.
Are you gonna catch your first Lillipup, sir? This is your first wild Pokemon encounter.
How would he even...
Well, no. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that just quite yet. Tackle him twice and then throw a Pokeball.
Alright.
Because remember, the weaker the Pokemon, the easier it is to catch. Make sure you don't kill it, though. Wait, did you use Tail Whip first?
No, I use the tackle.
Well, okay, don't do that just quite yet. So, did you do 2 tackles so far?
That was 2 tackles, yeah.
Alright, so 1 more, I guess. Wow. That's kind of weird, actually, now that I'm looking at it.
How so?
I don't know, cause for me it only took 3 tries or 3 tackles to kill the Lillipup, whereas it's taking you 4. But that's fine, because you're not trying to kill it, you're trying to catch it. Let's
Be
see.
consumed.
1, 2, 3. Lawrence, you just caught your first Pokemon!
Yes!
Lawrence Pog!
Let's go!
Lawrence Pog out of your mind!
Oh my... No, another one.
Alright,
Also
now
not
it should be
one of
noted
these.
that you definitely should not try to fight literally every wild Pokemon that you encounter. Like, for right now, it's probably okay to just keep doing it, but
yeah.
just keep in mind that you have, like, limited health and limited resources as of right now.
How would I heal my health and resources?
Well, you're pretty much full health right now, right? You only took a little damage?
Right.
Later, if you need to heal, you can heal outside of battle by just going into your inventory, which I believe is B. Or in battle, you can go to bag and you'll use like a potion or a berry or something.
Ah, okay.
You should be coming up on level 7 real soon, right?
Level 7 already?
Yeah,
I'm
so
already
like
level
look
6. I didn't even realize.
So look, yeah, so underneath your health bar is your experience bar, and that shows you how close you are to the next level. At level 7, you should learn your first elemental type move.
Ooh. Level 7!
And you got water gun. Okay. So now this is another mechanic that you'll probably hear a lot about. So Oshawott is a water type, right?
Yes, indeed.
Hello. So
Hello.
Oshawott's a water type. So if your Oshawott uses a water type move, that move by default will deal 50% more damage.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, time to test it on this poor dude.
Oh, I didn't catch a single Pokemon.
Oh,
the game. Yeah, I guess I was. I wasn't paying attention. I was so excited.
Oh my. All right. Don't die. You died. Ah, that's fine.
You died.
Here you go.
All right, I'm also gonna catch a Patrat. Hey, don't leave without me. I gotta catch some Pokemon apparently.
All right. My goodness, I just saw you had like a bunch of Pokeballs.
Well, yeah, because remember, I've went through 2 regions already.
Oh, you have, huh?
Or rather, I got the 4 badges in 2 regions. I got through 4 badges in the Hoenn, and then 4 in Sinnoh. Or not Sinnoh, Kanto.
Well, look at you, a collector of things.
Collector of things! I wanted to get a Lillipup, but now all I'm seeing is Patrats.
Yeah.
I don't want no garbage-ass Patrats.
You look so angry, too. It's like, yeah, what are you doing stepping on my grass?
He has that thing with his eyes that they draw sometimes in cartoons where if somebody's getting really mad, their eyes will start being like consecutive circles.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's go. It's fine. Let's see. We all caught one Pokemon. Oh, the X transceiver is ringing. Oh my god. We don't have a picture. Why are we a Shadow Man?
Why must you do this?
That's really funny that we're just a Shadow Man.
Yeah. Let me see Zach's beard.
Hey, in a minute when you go into the Pokemon Center, hang out after you're done healing up your Pokemon because I want to check something real quick.
All right. Hello, Professor.
Hello, Professor. Oh. Hey, Obo, don't you want to heal your Pokemon? No, I want them to suffer. Right, cool. Oh, there's Lawrence.
Tour time. Hello. This is where you heal your Pokemon. Never mind.
You do have to heal them, though. Otherwise, it won't let you go.
Restore your tired Pokemon to full health.
So you got a Lillipup and I got a Patrat.
Yeah. So we can only have 6 Pokemon
in your party
once?
at one time. Yes.
Okay.
Two-tone cap. Ooh, I can get a backpack.
Someone is the person who made the Pokemon storage system.
Maybe you'll meet them one day.
Yeah. Ooh.
Lawrence, what happened to your stream?
My stream ended for some reason. Why? Wait a second. My stream? No, your stream.
But
Zach?
I can't see you. Hello?
Oh. Yeah, my stream is definitely still working. Is your internet dying?
No, my internet's definitely not dying because I can still hear you and stuff. Move around.
One sec. Oh, hold on.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no,
still
never mind.
chatting
No,
with
no,
you.
no. It's definitely no, no. I'm definitely watching your stream. I guess that's me. All right, that was weird, but we're fine. Everything's fine.
All right.
I don't know why that happened, but it did, and that's okay.
We need an inventor named Fennel. All right.
All right. So, how much money
boy.
do you have? It's up in the
I
top,
have
up in the top left.
$760.
Okay, you have 760. So, if you're buying anything, I would only recommend up to 5 Pokeballs, like holding them as of right now, because you're not gonna.
Alright.
Well, actually, you're gonna be catching a lot of Pokemon. So I don't know. Maybe you want a little bit more than that. But how many potions do you have? If you scroll,
potions?
if you hover over potions, it'll tell you how many you have.
Or do I just click on it? Current count 0.
All right, I would have at least 3. Can you afford that?
Oh my god! I just realized these are expensive.
Yeah,
Oh, no
they
wonder
are.
We're getting so much money for Pokemon battles because everything's like inflated.
Think of it. The closest real world analogy for Poke, like the actual Poke dollars, is
Yeah.
yen.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so think of it like that. So
Yeah.
if you can afford it, I would say buy it just in case you're gonna
I'll
need
do it.
healing later. Yeah.
I'll do it. I trust your tips.
Okay. And then once you're done with that, approach me from the other side of this. We're not gonna be battling or anything, but I do want to see. You're a little close. That's fine.
Hello.
So on the right hand side of your screen, you can see your 2 Pokemon that you have. Click
Yep.
on your starter, and then hit summary. And then which tab? I think it's it's the
Oh my
DNA
goodness.
icon.
All right.
Click on that. What are your stats?
No, IVs 15 all around.
It's all 15s? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. You can hover over that question mark at the bottom if you want to read it for yourself, but essentially IVs are the natural statistics that the Pokemon has when it's born, or in this case when it's randomly generated. It can go up to 31. So like if I go to my
Okay.
Patrat, for example, and I go to this. Yeah, my Patrat's not great, but it's not bad. You see, it's less than half, but still.
Well, what are your numbers?
Can you not see? Did I stop streaming?
Yeah, you're not streaming on Discord.
Oh, you didn't say that.
I did earlier, and I thought you fixed it.
Oh no, sorry, my bad. All right, we should be back. Oop. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So a good Pokemon, like a Pokemon that is like pretty decent, would be 93 or above. Excellent is 120 or above. Or sorry,
Oh, my.
so good, great is 120 and above, and then 160 and above is excellent. So just think of it like that.
Okay,
For the
okay.
most part, this sort of stuff doesn't really matter except for like competitive play, which we're obviously not really going to worry about. But just think of that in the future. If you catch a Pokemon and it seems to be really strong compared to like other Pokemon of a similar level, you could check its IVs and you could see that it's like, oop, I accidentally caught a monster.
Okay, I remember dealing a little bit with IVs when I was playing Pokemon Go.
Yes, because Pokemon Go does have that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, what's going on?
I think we're streaming too much stuff.
Are we?
or maybe because it's like I am streaming, because keep in mind my entire thing is coming, all of my connection is coming through a power adapter right now.
Right.
So I don't know, I might be overloading stuff a little bit, but I'm still having a great time. All right, so these are the bad guys.
What makes you say that other than their red eyes and their gray uniforms? And the music in the background getting a little ominous. Pokemon Liberation. Okay.
So as far as I remember, Team Plasma's plan is to use the Pokemon in this region, Reshiram and Zekrom, to like destroy humanity, so that way Pokemon can live in peace.
Oh my goodness. There's some environmental extremists.
Yeah. Oh my god, I didn't even realize N was in the crowd. That's interesting. He's the guy he's the guy with the green hair. Oh, in fact, he's talking to us right now.
Oh.
My name is N. I don't know if you remember Judith, but this character N is the one that she had like a crush on apparently when she was a kid. And at first I was like, that seems really weird for reasons that we'll eventually get to when we, continue playing the game. But apparently a lot of people had huge crushes on N. And I was like, oh.
Ooh. I'm guessing the weird reasons because we're all children?
Well, N is like an adult.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And keep in mind, because this is the Poke MMO, it's weird because essentially they eliminated all references to how old your character is from all the games.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so my character is, as far as anybody else is concerned, 25. So,
I mean, you have a beard, so...
Exactly, right? Dude, that's a...
Your goal is to become a champion.
Oh, that's the real Purloin. How cute. Boom, critical hit.
Ooh.
If you ever see a critical hit, by the way, it's automatic ×2 damage. You could probably get that from other video games, but in this game, it's particularly important. I learned Odor Sleuth.
Time to kick your ass.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah.
Alright. You're gonna have a fun time with this guy.
Oh my god, stop scratching me.
Ta-da!
What the heck?
It tricked you.
Ooh, alright. You can't trick me a second time. Oh my god, stop scratching me.
There's actually a neat thing that you can do with that Pokemon, if I recall correctly, where if you keep withdrawing it into your team, and then calling it back out, it'll keep being redisguised.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty silly.
So remember that, how much health do you have? You have 29?
25.
25?
Oh, 28? What?
You leveled up.
Oh, okay.
So if you get to 8 health, remember that you can just use a potion to heal back up the full.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has 2 Pokemon, jeez.
Yeah, so do you get what happened there? His first Pokemon, the Zorora or whatever,
Disguised itself.
disguised as his other Pokemon.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, so keep that in mind for later.
Oh my god, he used a crit on me.
Oh, he did? You might want to heal then.
Yeah.
As far as I remember, healing always goes first. There you go. Now you can beat the crap out of him.
Now die. I'm guessing this isn't the case, but are you able to capture someone else's Pokemon?
No, you cannot. If you try to throw a Pokemon at somebody else's, or if you try to throw a Pokeball at somebody else's Pokemon, I don't know if it's like that in this game. Oh, the tournament is entering the sign-up phase. We're definitely not going to participate in that because we don't have level 100 Pokemon. But But yeah, there used to be a thing where if you tried to throw a Pokeball at somebody else's Pokemon, they would swat it away and yell at you.
Come on, try that now. That being said, that
It's $200 down the drain if you do that.
Just for a joke.
But that being said, it could be an experience that you've never had before.
Yeah, that's true. When I have spare money, I'll give it a shot.
All right. So in theory, we're gonna be leaving.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, sorry. I'm exploring the buildings just in case, because sometimes when you talk to NPCs, they'll give you like TMs or items and stuff. So I was just going around checking to see whether or not there was anything worth that you would need. Because otherwise, there's just a lot of like a lot of NPCs talking about nonsense.
All right.
This is a good song. Hello, Pat Rats.
Very chill.
So how are you liking your first official Pokemon game? Oh, in that building, second floor, the guy gives you a Pokeball for free.
Oh, yes. Hello, Mom. But so far, it's pretty good. I don't have any arguments against it. It's just a lot of fun.
He's just kind of quaint, right?
Yeah.
Just a nice time so far.
It's a nice time. Until
I don't remember. It's really weird because it's like I did play this game when I was younger, but I played it exactly once, and I remember very much not liking it, and I don't exactly remember why. Let's see. I also really like how this like city/town is like 6 buildings.
It's a small, very modern, small village, I guess.
If you if you go up there, there's a little band.
So there's like some Pokeballs over there.
Yeah. So the Pokeballs are the way that the game like disguises items. So when you see a Pokeball, that essentially just translates to, ooh, there's an item over there.
Ooh, okay.
Whenever you're ready, there is one more building down there, but there's nothing in there. So whenever you're ready,
all right,
we'll move on to the next thing.
Chip whip.
And don't worry, by the way, relatively soon we should be getting running shoes, so you don't have to do this the entire time.
I did see a guy earlier like sprinting all over the place.
Yeah.
I started thinking, hey, man,
oh,
why
for
can't I
you,
do that?
hit 1 on your number pad.
On my number pad.
I think it should
What does
work
it
for
do?
you, or maybe just 1 in general.
Oh,
There you go. Yeah, so that's what the map
No,
of the
map.
region looks like.
Oh, interesting
So-
shape.
So if I remember correctly, I believe the reason why I disliked this game when I played it as a kid was because you can very clearly see that the game is kind of linear, except that there is a forked path in the middle, and then they
Right.
rejoin at the top. The 2 Pokemon games are Pokemon Black and Pokemon White. If I remember correctly, in Pokemon White, you had to take the right path, and in Pokemon Black, you had to take the left path.
Oh.
And you never got to see the other path. You had to buy the other game. And I remember
Well, that
thinking as like a kid that was like really lame.
Yeah. But the entire game just does have like 3 more areas.
And for the most part, I believe that with this emulator that we're playing, I think it's fine. I think they just add the whole thing.
Yeah, it does seem like it.
Trash can?
Ooh.
Oh,
What
camera
is
shifts
this?
there.
Oh, right.
You don't we don't have we're not playing this on a Nintendo DSi, so the billboards aren't working.
Aw. Shame.
Who's ringing. Oh, it's Mom! Man, it's really fucked to me, the idea that Mom is, in this, as she's depicted, is like probably like 5 years older than me. Like in real life.
Yeah.
Hey, we got running shoes. So in this game, so it tells you to hold it, but you don't need to hold it, you just need to toggle.
All right.
Yeah, and it's the B button, so. Boom! We can run now. which means we're twice as fast.
Hold the B button to run.
That was a lily pop. A lily pop.
Control your trip. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'm running all over the place. Ah, branch.
It's actually a cliff.
Wait, that's a cliff?
Yeah, so if you were up there and you tried to jump down, you can jump down, but you can't go up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have to go around.
Now I
you
know
have
what
to go.
those memes are. It's like, oh, hop over this tiny little ditch.
Nah.
Like, yeah.
They straight up in Gen 3, they give you an acro bike, which is a bike that is specifically designed to do like tricks and stuff. And despite the fact that it's an acro bike, it can't jump up little ledges. All it can do is hop across tiny poles.
Well, dang.
It's really annoying.
That's real unfortunate.
Free potion in here. Oh my god, Lawrence, you're coming to your first trainer battle. Your first real trainer battle.
Oh, cool.
I love the
Luckily
first.
for this bastard. I'm about to capture you.
I love how many firsts are happening. It's really exciting to me.
Well,
He
it's
bit
exciting
me.
for the both of us.
This motherfucking Pat Rat bit me.
Oh, time to kill him.
This slap daggard bit me.
Oh,
The lily pup. Lily lup.
now you must die.
Now you must die.
You are in my way.
You saw it before, but this overlay is the one that I'm planning on doing for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond when it comes out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep this. And then I think I'm gonna keep the guy getting absolutely blasted by his computer screen instead of Zoidberg for a while.
Oh, perfect.
I think it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
artwork
really
is
like it.
that artwork is actually from Yu-Gi-Oh, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. So they had a Yu-Gi-Oh card which apparently was like really garbage and no one ever used it. It was called Overwork, where the idea was that it was a trap card that could only be activated when your life points got attacked. And after you took the damage, you could activate the trap card and instantly destroy all monsters
Oh my
who
god.
have higher attack than they started with, like by default. And that was really garbage because it didn't prevent any damage or anything like that. It just was like a weird board clear that no one really ever wanted. But it has its amazing artwork. Like, it's really funny. It's just really weird that it's like that it exists, but it's on a really shit card.
Man. Underutilized.
And it's so funny. I'm really glad that we're starting with Gen 5 for you, so that way you can see like the most modern form of the Pokemon games that we have available in this MMO.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're gonna go back to Gen 3 eventually, which is the gen that I started on, and you'll be able to see like the difference in graphics.
So I'm just like working backwards.
Yeah, I was thinking that that'd be really fun.
Yeah. Oh, youngster Jimmy.
Oh, you finally got the youngster Jimmy, did
Yeah.
you?
Oh, with Pat Rat. Oh, you fool.
You absolute goon.
Goon. You cannot stop me.
Do
Oh,
you
okay, you bit
know
me.
who I am? I am the protagonist.
Yeah.
I have access to technology you wish you had.
I know some knowledge of a great many things.
I know I have approximate knowledge of a great many things. That's really good.
What do you think about that, youngster Jimmy?
You
Alright.
suck.
Oh no.
Like,
Wanna watch? Alright, I'll watch. Congratulations, you dropped 2 feet.
Well, he's telling you it's a shortcut. Aren't you excited? Aren't you glad that he wasted his time to show you that it's a shortcut?
Well, at least he's happy.
Exactly. That's the right way to think about things.
Oh. Oh man, my dude's getting weak.
You should be good for a little bit, though.
Yeah. I'll live.
So, here's another little ditty, because I just saw that you used a Tail Whip. So, Water Gun is actually a special move, which means that lowering your opponent's defense doesn't actually increase its damage at all.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah, so Pokemon have, well, they have many stats, but the main defensive stats are defense and special defense, and those are different. So if you were to go to, remember how before we went to like the summary of your Pokemon?
Yeah.
You can look at their moves and you can see whether or not it has a special tag. And if it's special, that means it needs special attack and special defense.
Ah, okay, that makes
There you
sense.
Isn't that kind of neat, yeah?
Alright, that was pretty neat, I'll say.
That's a little
I'll
neat, yeah.
say.
I say.
I'll say.
It's really funny because in the early stages of these Pokemon games, you get your first like elemental ability, and you just kind of spam that over and over and over.
That's what it feels like I'm doing.
Trust me when I say that. I think I mentioned this to you before, but these games or this mod, or rather, sorry, it's been modified slightly, and this game is actually harder than the default Pokemon.
You did mention that a little bit.
Yeah, I really look forward to seeing how that works out with you.
Well, to be fair, this feels like normal to me, so I hope it maintains that way.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if I remember correctly,
I got a
it's
new thing.
what?
Water sport.
So water sport. I don't know if it deals damage.
Yeah, it looks like status. I
Does it
don't
say
know.
status?
Yeah. Let's see what,
See
it,
what
does.
it does. You sprinkled water. Firepower has
fire.
been weakened. Wow.
Okay. Fantastic.
I'm not gonna lie, I am the kind of Pokemon player that just uses the the damage moves over and over.
Yeah.
Don't have a lot
yeah.
of nuance with my strategy, not gonna lie.
Who needs buffs when you could just beat down on the other person faster?
Oh, absolutely. Not out. That's
Ooh,
grass.
what is this? Oh yes, the 2 items that I saw. Ooh,
Yeah.
more potions.
Potion.
I did
And the
need potions and
Pokeball.
Pokeball. Exploration.
I want the luck incense. I want XP share and quick claw. No, luck incense.
Oh no. Bianca caught a stronger Pokemon. She pulls out like a legendary.
Just fucking annihilates you.
Yeah. This is the end of the world.
Bloodborne music starts
Yeah.
playing. Hello, biker guy. Hey, I got a dust ball.
Bikes. A dust ball? What's a dust ball?
You'll probably get one in a minute too, but there are different types of Pokeballs, which sometimes some Pokeballs are straight up just better than others. Like the Great Ball is straight up better than the regular Pokeball, but some of them are only better in certain situations. So the Dusk Ball, for example, has the capture rate of an Ultra Ball, I believe, in caves and at night.
Oh.
Yeah, and you'll notice
cool.
right under your money is the global time.
Oh yeah, 1601.
Yeah, which is fast. Which global time, if I remember correctly, is 3 times faster than real time. I think.
You might be right.
When you get past her, if you want to go into the first, if you want to get into the super effective fucking
Super
wrecker,
effective.
dude.
You fool.
Nice.
Ah.
You're fine. Just do it again. You're faster.
Yeah. No,
Just watching you
die.
beat the shit out of him. It's so good.
Feels so good. Didn't even have to switch my Pokemons. $684.
You're so excited.
Then again, I have to remember to have to convert it. Well, it's not actually.
You don't
like
really need to
US
convert
dollars.
anything, right? Just keep in
Yeah.
mind, just remember that a Pokeball is 200.
200. Yeah, I guess that's all need to keep
Hello.
track of. Oh, hello.
If you go in
I'll have to
there-
battle you now.
If you go in there,
Uh.
there's free Pokeball.
Pokeball.
Idiot. He's walking into a bomb.
Oh, thank you, man.
The Great Ball, even.
Great ball, yeah. Can I have too many Pokeballs?
And then you can see behind, like if you were to leave the building, you can see behind it there's a biker, and that biker is the guy that gives you the Dust Ball.
Ah, all right, all right. All right, all right.
All right, all right, all right.
Do Pokemons have nicknames? I'll give them nicknames later.
There is a way to give Pokemon nicknames in Poke MMO, but I don't remember how.
Hello, sketchy man behind the building. All right. Hello.
your stream slowed down for a second. So I believe that's the
gym leader. All right,
yeah.
we'll do that in a minute. I need to heal my dudes. What were you saying, by the way?
Was that
Or were you saying something?
I don't remember. Maybe I was, but I
Ah.
don't remember. I'm just excited to be playing Pokemon with my good friend Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm excited to experience this with my good friend Zach. What are these three? Hello. Function not yet implemented.
Yeah. So normal. So in the regular game, that's where you would do your like online trading, online battling, and stuff like that. Oh, those two guys are really nice inclusions that they added into these mods. So normally, yeah. So if you talk to them,
yeah, they're like experts.
well, so the thing is that when your Pokemon can only have 4 moves learned, right? Sometimes Pokemon moves will be better now, but then you'll want to get rid of them later, but they'll still be good overall. And that's why you need a move tutor. Now, normally in the Pokemon games, the move tutor is a single random NPC that you have to find somewhere in the late game. But in this mod, they just added those 2 NPCs, and now you just have access to them at literally any any Pokemon Center.
Oh, that's very nice. I'm glad they did that.
Pretty good.
Ooh,
You probably
we
don't
can
really
sell
need to
this
buy
stuff.
anything, right?
I think I'm gonna buy some potions.
That's a good idea. You are going to be doing a gym battle soon.
Yeah. I'm gonna take over the gym.
Not how that works, but good candor.
Oh, what are you? You look evil.
It's just a biker, dude. Don't be such a jerk.
Oh, he's giving me like the angry eyes. Oh,
So in that building right
Oh,
there,
okay.
that's the Pokemon school. There's a guy that you can talk to. Don't talk to your rival at the board just quite yet. You'll see that I'm battling him. There's a guy in here
yeah.
that if you talk to, he'll give you a little quiz, and if you pass the quiz, he gives you a full heal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, all my dudes here are healed, so can't really do much about that. That lets you cancel evolution technique.
Now, you might be asking yourself, why would you ever want to cancel evolution?
Why? Yeah. Why would you?
It's actually quite interesting because under most circumstances, evolved Pokemon will always have better stats than the Pokemon that come before them, right? So if you evolve your Pokemon, your stats just go up across the board. But lower level Pokemon will more often than not learn better moves quicker, if that makes sense. So like, for example, you probably are familiar with them, but Charmander?
Right.
Charmander, I believe, learns like Metal Claw or Dragon Claw, something like that, like 6 levels sooner than its evolved form Charmeleon does. But
Oh my.
getting there sucks because you have less stats.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of a give and take there. A little bit of a give and
Yeah.
take.
Don't take.
A little bit of a give and take.
All right. Guys, we're gonna double team this dude.
If you want, he's tough. He's tough.
HP decrease one as well. Hello. I am looking for a gym leader. Let's not be too rough with our battle. You fool.
You're gonna see some trickery from him in a second.
No. It's gonna be another one of these trickery stuff. Oh, you withdrew.
You fell for the same trap I did.
Fool. How dare you? Not very effective now.
Yeah, because water
Dang.
against grass. It's not very
Yeah.
effective.
Alright, I'm just gonna. Ow. How dare you? Oh, that's super effective. maybe I should switch.
Do you have a Pokemon that can handle him? If
I
you
don't
do,
know.
it'd be a good idea. But do you?
I have Lillipup and Patrat. They're kind of low level.
I'm here to tell you, Lawrence. I don't know if you can see my screen, but I'm also struggling.
Oh my god, you're dying.
And I have access to tools you don't. I have revives and heals and shit. You don't have any of that.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Patrat. Don't digest yet. Oh, did
Yeah,
I
I
just
lost.
tackle?
I lost.
Oh, well, goodbye, Patrat.
And I teleported out because I died.
Jeez. How did he get so strong?
Well, because the idea behind this guy is that Bianca is supposed to just be like nice, and so her Pokemon, I believe, level up quicker. But then Charon
My
is
god.
is actually like smart,
Oh no.
and you have to beat this guy in order to proceed. By the way.
That's
Oh, he just
nuts.
starts with the Oshawott this time. I don't get the free hit. That's bullshit.
Oh.
I'll tail whip the shit out of you, my guy. Water gun me twice. See what happens. Hello, Saba. Welcome to stream.
Hello, Saba.
Hello, Saba.
Join us in our Poke MMO adventure where I die against my best friend.
It's true. I did kill Lawrence.
And now I'm being yelled at by the gym. I don't know who this is.
her? That's Nurse Joy.
Yeah. Nurse, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm getting yelled at by the nurse, being like, "What are you doing using a water Pokemon against a grass type?" And then I tell Nurse Joy, "Well, I had no one else. Like, you had two
I
other
didn't
Pokemon."
know.
That
How was
two-
I
that
supposed
two-
to know that he
How
would
am I
just switch it
supposed to
out like
know?
that? That's bullshit.
Yeah. You tell me, how did he get that strong? Like, well, he's smart. Like, I want to be smart.
I want to be smart too.
So I guess the
You know,
conclusion is it's
I
not
do believe
madness.
there is. I do believe there is a different era we could go into to do a little bit more leveling, because I just
I
died
hope so.
twice.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta talk to everyone else, I guess.
He's
Do anything, have a
a
secret.
tough cookie. This is weird.
Yeah.
This is like a pretty tough fight for being so early in the game. I'm gonna go. If you go up and to the right, I believe, yeah.
Oh,
If you go up
area.
into the right of the city, there's a place where you can
All right.
go. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna hopefully get some levels, so I can beat the shit out of this guy.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Propane nightmare. What? Oh man, but yeah, Saba. I don't know. It's really fun. Started playing last
fun.
night. Felt weird seeing all the people. Yeah, I showed Lawrence how to turn it off, or not turn it off, but at least turn it down lower. Because
Yeah.
the game by default has the player spawn rate set to unlimited, and you can manually set it to as low as like 2 people. So Lawrence and I are currently on 5 people, which seems to be pretty comfortable.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You should join us.
Remember Lawrence when you were in there first? Also, the story was a bit different. Are you sure the story was a bit different? How is it different? Because it should be pretty much the same, I think.
I'm gonna say I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's true. Lawrence wouldn't know, but level 13. If I can get to level 16, that'd be sick.
Just stop me from attacking you.
Yeah,
Ding
it
dong.
made you flinch.
Yeah.
Little bitch.
Shit.
Please help do that later. Oh, sure, Saba. I have no problem with that. If you and I, Saba, get together later to talk more about like the Discord mods and stuff, or even just
Ooh,
hang out in
fun one.
general, that'd be fun. That'd be fair. But I'm having a lot of trouble getting Discord mods set up because for whatever reason, none of them want to connect to my Discord account. And I looked it up. It's not
Uh-oh.
like there's any sort of like settings that I'm doing wrong. It's just straight up. It just doesn't want to for some reason. So it's a little annoying, but it's not bad.
No, die. Is it a good idea to level up only one Pokemon, or kind of like try to
So,
get everyone leveled up?
It depends.
Oh,
I am kind of an Unga Bunga, I'm gonna hit you with my really strong Pokemon kind of player. I usually like superpowering one Pokemon crazy far and just having that guy steamroll everybody. But
Oh my.
it doesn't seem like that's gonna be a really good like strategy in this game. So the way that you normally do it is that you have one Pokemon who's higher level than everybody else, right? But then you
Right.
start the battle because if you look when you're out of the battle, you'll see that whatever Pokemon is on top of your party is the one that's going to
Right.
enter battle first.
right.
Excuse me. So if you set a weak Pokemon to be there first, and then on turn 1 swap it out, the 2 Pokemon will share the experience of the victory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's usually how you do that. However, I have an item called an XP share, so I get to cheat, and I don't
Oh,
have to do
well.
that.
Lucky you.
Yeah, he's nice. You know what? I'm gonna
Ooh.
level up this Zigzagoon, dude. This Zigzagoon has been with me through a lot of regions so far. So I might as well level them up a little bit. My Zigzagoon that knows fucking surf, by the way.
Yeah. He's surfing.
Oh, Mr. Richmond, welcome to stream.
Hello, Mr. Richmond.
I got a pan sage? What? Well, that's how I'm gonna. Well, that's how I'm gonna. That's how I'm gonna kill. That's how I'm gonna kill Oshawott. I just got a free pan sage. That's incredible.
Good job, Mr. Richmond. Can you tell me what a pan sage is?
Well, you won't get a pan sage. You will probably get a. You'll get a Panseer, which is the fire type instead.
Okay. Youngster Joey. Oh, he has 3 Pokemon. Oh, jeez.
Take EXP share and give that to this guy. Yes. How's it going, Mr. Richmond? Haven't seen or heard from you in a while. Not since the GMTK stuff, so it's nice of you to stop by. Wait, what game is this? New Pokemon ROM hack? Define new. It's new to me. So this is Poke MMO. It is a collection of, well, it basically just uses the regular ROMs that everybody's used to, and then chops them up and connects everybody online. So I am actually playing online with my good friend Lawrence here. This is actually him playing right now.
I am currently doing battle.
Pokemon! Saba said Pokemon! Oh, that's really funny.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, this has been excellent so far, and it's really cool because they add some like custom touches to a bunch of stuff. Like for example, my character has gone through the Hoenn and the Kanto region so far. I didn't complete them. I got to 4 badges, because then at 4 badges, you're allowed to travel to a new region, which is why I'm here in Unova with my good friend Lawrence. Autocorrect, man. That's totally fair. But what did Richmond say? It's been going well. Been working away on some games. How are you? Well, I'm glad to hear that you've been working away on some games. I have been doing the video editing stuff, streaming, obviously, as you can kind of tell. Yeah, I don't know. Not a whole lot's been going on. Although I really, really, really hope I get that interview with Santa Monica Studios soon, because that would be fucking sick. And then Lawrence and I can move in together and truly embrace the bro lifestyle.
Yes.
Lawrence will be working at some menial job, and I'll have to be like, hey, Lawrence, you know what would make you feel better? Root.
Oh, yes.
You know what make you feel better? Betrayal at the house on the hill.
Ah, yes. Let's have an adventure and some betrayal.
Okay, so I don't have cut yet, but that's really weird that they just give you a Pokemon of the type that you need in order to defeat what's his face.
Maybe it was necessary.
Maybe it's, yeah, I guess so. Maybe it's a little weird. Oh, you can just keep going. Oh my god, look at this garden. It's so pretty. Oh, and it's black and white. Oh, that lady just reminded me. I can cheat again by giving myself some really good... some really good moves.
Oh boy.
Because I have a bunch of TMs from the other regions. Like Iron Tail. Let's give Iron Tail to Tepig. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty good. I can join in a bit to talk if you want. No. We're in a private call right now, right?
We are in a private call. We're not in the Discord server.
I think I can add her though. I think I can add her to this call, and hopefully my screen region will still work. Give me a minute, Saba. Because we're only gonna be playing for like another 40 minutes, because then Lawrence has got to go. But yeah, I'll try to get you in so we can just hang out for a bit. Yeah. I need something new after the disappointment of Sword and Shield. See, I told you. Mr. Richmond, you and I, we're kindred spirits, because I was also very disappointed by Sword and Shield. I know a lot of people really enjoyed it, and that's totally fine. Like, that's their prerogative to be wrong. But, yeah. Oh, I should give you Shockwave.
Am I gonna be standing on a landmine if I ask what happened with Sword and Shield?
You're not really standing on a landmine or anything like that. It's mostly just, there's a laundry list of problems with Sword and Shield. Talk to that lady. Talk to that lady with the yeah.
Hello,
she'll give you the Panseer.
Panseer does not do well against grass. You can say that again.
It doesn't do. Yeah, take the grand. Yeah. So there you go. So now you have that Pokemon that allows you to have an advantage against what's his face. You just need to level him up a little bit.
Yeah.
Secret Power. What does Secret Power do again? I don't remember. Rollout, Safeguard, Rock Tomb, Reflect, Mega Drain, Fake Tears, Bulk Up,
Defend.
Assurance, Beat Up. Beat Up! Alright, let's see.
Up.
What was your opinion on Pokemon Legends? Oh, that's another one. I would love to hear Mr. Richmond's opinion on Pokemon Legends, because Saba and I talked about that for a while. For me, it's mostly too easy, and the animation graphics felt very disappointing. Yeah. I'll have to show you some of that stuff, Lawrence. I'll have to get you really drowning in the Pokemon zeitgeist.
Perhaps, yeah.
So that way you can see exactly why people have been disappointed. Pokemon Legends, Mr. Richmond is cautiously optimistic. I think that's a positive way to look about it, you know? I think that's pretty okay. All right. I want to do a little bit more leveling before we go.
How do I cut this down?
You don't have so this game has stuff called HMs, which are hidden machines, and they allow you to interact with the world. You do not have HM cut yet, nor do you have the ability to actually use it.
All right.
Yeah. So
can I not squeeze through these barrels?
Nope, you're too fat.
God damn it!
You're too big and chunky.
Oh.
you fat bastard.
Oh Jesus.
I'm just gonna go in with this Pansage and see if I can get this to work. It'd be sick if I could. I don't even like Pansage. Pokemon sucks. The new Growlithe looks adorable. So yeah, but that's like, and I described this to Saba. It looks adorable, but guess what? All that like fluffy fur that the Hisui Growlithe has, apparently it's all rock hard. It's not soft and fluffy. It's like it's rock hard. It's so unfortunate.
All right.
This is an indoor match, so let's not get too rough. All right, motherfucker. Well, here comes Panseer. Sorry, Pansage. Lawrence is the one with Panseer.
And here comes Panseer. I've got double team her ass.
We're coming for you. All right, I'm gonna start off with a really unfair Giga Drain. Oh my god! I one-shot it with Giga Drain.
Oh Jesus
I
Christ!
cheated so hard. Wait, Lawrence, did you remember to swap your Pokemon?
Oh shit!
You fool! You started with Oshawott.
Nice. Get back!
It's gonna do Giga Drain again. 0 out of 10. Can't cuddle it. It's true.
Kick your ass.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, I love that. Super effective.
Isn't it nice?
Now die.
Incinerate. How much does that do? Ah, damn, dude! Look at that damage.
That's still pretty good.
That's pretty good, right?
I'll tell you some more.
And guess what? You get Oran berries for winning. Man, that's a really hard fight. If I didn't have all of the opportunities to cheat out my ass, there was no way I'd be able to beat that within the next like hour.
Ooh.
I really look forward to seeing what Hisuian Arcanine looks like, though. I think that's gonna look super neat.
God damn it, she clapped me.
Oh, you're fine. You didn't even lose a Pokemon yet.
Oh, but she clapped me.
She clapped me, though.
It feels so disrespectful.
She clapped me in the face.
Can you imagine winding up for a punch and then someone just like claps you on the cheek?
That'd be really frustrating.
It was like, man, I'm trying to hit you. You just stopped me.
Oh, Saba, by the way, tell me whether or not you like the new overlay, because it's obviously not super different, and then I have the picture-in-picture with Lawrence going right now. But let me know if this overlay looks good, because I was thinking about using this for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and well, just Brilliant Diamond, because I'm not buying both, but...
Ooh, Oranberry.
I want to fight grass, please. Oh, it's testing your what's super effective. Okay, I got it. What a weird gym. They're really illustrating the, hey, rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Richmond. I appreciate the compliment. It took me a hot minute. And as you can see, there is a live video feed in the bottom left of me right now as I'm streaming.
And as we discussed, it is very good artwork.
Though you would change the picture to something more fitting. Probably. I can probably find a GIF that's Pokemon related, but I love this artwork so much. It's so funny.
Challenge a gym leader in this town and test their ability. I'll take your tip, old man.
So you beat him, right?
Yeah, I beat the dude.
Mr. Richmond just cheered for 69 bits. That's very funny. That's very funny.
Nice. Oh my god, the dude just bolted with a bike.
Yeah, you'll get a bike one day. So Lawrence, if you go back into town, remember that really big fancy building you couldn't get into? It's open now because you beat Charon.
Which fancy building is that? Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah, just talk to that guy. Wow, it's so weird. That's my first bit donation ever, actually. And the fact that it was 69 bits is very funny.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Are you okay? Nice. Thank you, Lawrence. Look at that, Mr. Richmond with his fancy smancy cheer badge now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. I love it.
This feels like a game show.
It's a quiz, Lawrence. Which one's super effective against the curtain?
Oh.
Oh. I'm thinking about it. Man, the more I think about it, the more excited I am for Shining Diamond. Or sorry, Brilliant Diamond.
Shining Diamond.
Shining Diamundo. that Pokemon JoJo crossover is gonna be lit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
sorry. That Pokemon Pink Floyd crossover is gonna be lit. Ciao, ciao, Mr. Richmond. It was nice having you here. Thank you very much for the 69 cents. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Very cool, Richmond.
Mr. Richmond. His first name's Zach, I think.
Ah. Zach to Zach.
Oh, well, that was really nice. That was really nice of him to show up and give me 69 cents and then leave. What a nice guy.
Yeah.
Stop critting me, you son of a bitch. Do you know who I am? I am Obo Token, streamer Mediocre Air.
No, you beat me faster.
It's okay. You got your Pansear.
Yeah.
The fact that they just give you a boost Pokemon is kind of weird. I don't remember that.
not to be embarrassed. Getting killed by a level 4.
Why'd you put out Lillipup? You
Let's
should have put out
go.
Panseer.
Oh shit, that was a critical. Ah!
Lawrence!
I wanted to embarrass him.
Lawrence, what have you done, you absolute
I wanted to
goon?
embarrass him.
Oh, who's messaging me? Is this Saba?
No, I'm
Is this Saba
embarrassed.
messaging me, being like, "Hey, let me in. I want to be on stream.
Let me in. Let me in.
Let me in."
There you go. There, prove my point.
Oh, and there's
Thank
Mikey.
you, Pat Rat.
Hello, Mikey. Welcome.
Oh, hello, Mikey. You have Kirby with a gun.
You. All
I
right.
feel so threatening.
Everybody remain calm. As long as we don't move too quickly, Kirby can't possibly hit us. Nope. No shit. No.
No.
Got it. Sick. I'm in. No thank you. And it was Saba. It was Saba that's asking to get in. Saba's like
Oh,
screaming,
shit.
let me in, let me in. Hey,
Oh,
Mikey. Edit the Pokemon put him in the bag and nobody gets hurt. All right, first off, that's really funny. But second off, Mikey, did you check out the new highlights video? Because I actually did some small edits to some of the funny moments from the Explorers of Sky playthrough. It was pretty fun. How do I let you
No.
in? Because Lawrence and I are talking right here. I see us, and then I'm gonna add Dawn. Yeah, the Dawn of. There you go. Great group DM.
Ooh.
Oh, I think I just killed everything.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, we're all in. So now we gotta restart the streams. So start streaming again, Lawrence. Quickly. Quickly. Quickly! All right, it's popped out again. And we need a... Boom, are we back? Yeah, look at that.
Look
That
at
was
us.
pretty good, sirs.
Thank you. See, I thought I did pretty well. Oh, and there's Lawrence dying.
Hello. Oh god, what's the camera like zooming
Oh
in
man,
and
I
out?
may. So that's what it means that he's in a Pokemon battle. I really need you to explain the basics of this, like the way this game works.
we can cover it later, no problem.
Yeah.
Zach, because I almost, because I didn't really understand, like, because I did get the briefcase for the beginning of the Sinnoh area, and
Did you almost pick
luckily-
the wrong starter?
yeah.
I warned you.
Oh.
I told you that it's just gonna be a menu.
No, the thing is, it was the briefcase, and it did even go around, but it's like I didn't know what button to press for back and enter. So luckily, I did choose Piplup. Like, I was super lucky that I didn't need to restart my entire game
Oh no.
That's
because
extremely
of that
funny.
decision. So that went okay. And I said the story was a little different. Like, okay, I know it's been a long time since I played Pearl, but I'm pretty sure you choose the Pokemon next to the lake.
Hey, Saba, give me one quick second. Mikey says, okay, but Don's voice box isn't on stream like Obo and Lawrence. What does that mean? Are you saying you
Voice
can't?
box?
Are you saying you can't hear Saba?
Or are you saying that I don't have a little screen on screen like they do?
Right, because Saba's not playing. As far as I know. And I'm definitely not making another screen region just for Saba. It took
No,
like
don't
20
worry.
minutes. It took like 20 minutes to figure that out before.
Like you guys are actually playing.
No.
I have yet
Nope.
to learn.
Don't worry, I'll have Saba's screen on my screen so that when you see my screen, it's just layered.
That's so good. Yeah, because this isn't like the Discord automatic picture-in-picture thing. Nah, I had to do like specialty window regions and stuff like that. Saba getting screwed over again. Classic Obotoko moment. Listen.
No, don't worry about it, Mikey. I wasn't even supposed to be here. Okay.
It's true.
I just
Let's
got
kill her,
back
in
from
fact.
My work meeting. Hey,
Yeah.
hey. Now he's being mean. Now you can roast him, Mikey. Okay.
All right. Everybody,
No,
quick,
killing
kill her.
him.
End her
dare you.
existence.
I'm still here. How dare you do this to me?
Consume her existence.
Consume her existence. What am I? What
Lawrence.
am I? Lotta Heart?
Lawrence,
Yeah.
Lawrence, I told Zach about my Genshin experience and playing with you.
Playing
Yeah, that was really funny. Sama describing the first time that she played Genshin with you, and surprise, surprise, Lawrence is fucking uber boosted and just fucking wiped the floor with everybody. That's the funniest shit I've ever heard.
I was like, Lawrence has got me crying out of embarrassment over here because
Wait,
of
that's
how
it?
good
That's the entire boss fight? I just had to beat the one guy?
Yes.
That's so boring! I thought I was gonna have to beat all three, and I thought that was gonna be super neat.
Ooh, hello, Chili. Hello, Cress. And he likes grass. Because
Get
of
it?
his color.
Get it?
By the way, Mikey, we're on the way to creating a Discord. You should, as you know, I'm very happy. Me and Zach have been working on it. It's been customized a little
Lawrence!
bit, and that's one
Lawrence.
of my favorite things, customization.
It's been customized a little bit. I don't know how much more customization I'll do, but I think I have some ideas that might be fun. So Lawrence, I forgot to mention, when you're done with this fight, on the right-hand side, if you click on the Pokemon, you can set it as your follower, and it'll follow you around.
Yo! Alright.
This species of Pokemon is too
Seriously?
shy. Oh, it's
Wow,
too
I
shy
love
because they
that.
don't have the assets for it. So my Zigzagoon,
Dang.
can come out, but not anything else. Oh, that's sad.
I'll find
I don't
my
think I'm
follower.
leaking it. Mikey,
Saba's
that
not
much,
leaking
as
anything. It's
It's
totally
literally in
fine.
the top right corner of the screen you're watching right now.
That
Coming
is true. It
soon.
does say coming soon, and we're finally making progress on that. What the fuck is this? You see this?
I don't want to beat this guy just yet. I need to.
Oh,
I
he
need to
gave
heal
me
my dudes.
she gave me HM cut. That's sick. Thank you.
Oh yeah, so Zach, that's how I explained like the story was a little different. Like the way you get the Pokemon from what I remember in Pearl is that it's next to it's in a suitcase, but it's next to the lake. So it's like that's not what happened this time. So I'm like, oh, is the story I guess a little bit different?
Are you sure you didn't play Platinum?
No, I definitely played Pearl.
Okay.
Oh, unless that's a platinum thing.
I'm coming to
I
kick
think that's
your
I
ass.
thought that was a Platinum thing. That I might be wrong. I don't know what's happening. Do I look like the guy who knows what the hell's happening at any given time?
Dude, I hope you are, because if that's the case, we're all screwed.
I know. Just think about that, and I'm the guy that's running this popsicle stand.
Popsicle stand.
Man, I'm still so happy because on
I
my
should
on my
say-
thing I can still see Mr. Richmond donating the 69 bits, and I'm like, Pog.
I should say, Mikey, the time that I got Pearl was when I was really young, so I didn't even know platinum was a thing.
I know, and she was even dumber back then.
See,
That's
he's
really
just
mean.
Oh, no.
That's really mean. That's
Oh,
really mean.
jeez.
That's really mean. I'm really sorry. Hey, Saba, I'm gonna DoorDash you some ice cream as an apology.
He's also trying to make up for my depression by sending me ice cream.
I'm very sorry.
Oh, Mikey's like, Saba got smarter. I have you know, I'm very smart.
Hey,
But
you
just don't
can't be
take the show.
mean to Saba. She's very smart when she wants to be.
You can't
Fuck!
be mean to
Oh,
Saba.
Fuck!
Only
That's
can
not
be
what I
mean to
meant.
Saba.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I promise.
No, it's also like there's the things that Zach is smart with, like I tend not to be as well versed. But it's like one thing that I like per se is that no one in this stream knows what Korean fried chicken tastes like, which I think is an abomination.
Yeah, I
That
do.
is true.
You do, Zach?
Yeah.
Lawrence and Grant don't.
Yeah, we do.
Well, that's because they live under rocks.
Exactly. I know about that stuff.
Yeah. Korean fried chicken is disgusting. No.
Oh, gee.
Man,
I'm
they really do a lot of heavy lifting here to make Team Plasma look like assholes.
Yeah.
They're literally just beating up a Pokemon just to get
So
some
sad.
Dream Mist. And I'm like, I can give you some Dream Mist right now. Ugh.
We knocked you unconscious.
Thank goodness I don't have a webcam yet. Or else that would
Not
be,
yet.
or else
Dude,
that'd
if
be
I
a
ever
clip
get
that would
any
theoretically be
legit money
available
from
forever.
helping you, Zach, I may actually, if I like it enough, get like a little VTuber thing, because I definitely actually like the idea of that.
You
Yeah.
are a
Zach the
menace.
VTuber. You are a menace.
Everything I've said, I've just been
You
called
cannot
stupid,
perpetuate
dumb,
VTubers. I will not allow it.
perpetuate.
Unless it turns out that the light is too bright for my eyes, and then I do have to get a VTuber.
Dude, just ask for
Lawrence, are you
Professor Mirror.
okay? I'm like watching you over there.
I want my Lillipup to level up, but she keeps dying.
Well, Lawrence, you have to
Before I
remember to
do it.
reorganize your Pokemon. Send Lillipup out first, and then swap to your stronger Pokemon.
I should be doing that.
You should be doing that, yes. Else your Lily, because guess what, Lawrence? When your Pokemon dies, like faints in battle, it doesn't get any experience.
Oh.
You fool. When she chooses to be. I mean, to be fair, Dawn was smart to run in combat. That's true. Lawrence
Oh my
is
God.
using Patrat, yes.
Is that,
Hey,
is that, oh my
Mikey,
God,
I don't,
like,
Mikey, I don't know
what
if
a
you read
king,
the,
or-
I don't know if you read the title of the stream, but this is literally Lawrence's first time playing Pokemon.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
Lawrence doesn't
that's
have a
his
lot of the,
excuse
he doesn't
for
have a lot of the
playing Pat.
knowledge.
So you, Mikey, you saying, "Oh my God," I'm guessing that means like, "Oh wow, he's really good at this."
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely
Great
not
job.
that Patrat is an embarrassing Pokemon to use. I have my Zigzagoon HM slave. His first thing, you let him do. I'm letting him do whatever the hell he wants. He's
You
what the
let him
hell?
do
How did
this.
you come out of here? Oh, they're
who's
making.
you?
Oh, it's making dreams. I get it.
Oh, Fennel. Oh, I
Man,
didn't heal my Pokemons.
Hey, you'll be fine. You're fine.
Oh, I thought she was bringing me
Oh,
out,
look at that.
out the back and fucking assassinating me and my
Sure.
Pokemons.
You got your first Pokemon badge, eh?
Yeah,
Well, we're gonna put a stop to that right now.
yeah. It's like, what do you do? Battle me with my Pokemon? Like, nah. Just loads of gun.
Oh, and they left something behind.
Oh, I've been disconnected from server? What?
Oh, I've also
Oh.
been disconnected from the server.
Oh,
Everyone's
Uh-oh.
been booted from the server. What?
Uh-oh.
Panic, panic.
That seems bad.
I'm a panic.
Oh, no, I'm back.
Still logged in.
And you
Connects.
I'm back, and
Okay.
I see you back. Hey!
Okay.
Nobody panic, we're okay.
We're all good.
The stream didn't even go down once. Which, by the way, Mikey, have you noticed any differences in, like, the streaming quality at all? Perhaps a lower bitrate, or maybe even lower resolution on the stream?
It's 720, and yet I still can't watch it outside using data.
Lauren, or Saba, your phone just sucks. I can't, I don't know what to tell you.
I know.
Alright.
I know. I need to.
Should I check it out too then?
Well,
Let's see.
Saba basically just confirmed to me that my changes worked. Because that's all,
Yeah,
that's
the
all I
changes-
wanted.
It is still 720, right? Before it, was like
it should be
1080.
it should be 720 30 frames per second.
I
I just got an old
see.
phone, Mikey. That's why I'm concerned.
see 720p source.
Yeah,
And
so
auto.
that's what I
Oh,
so
that is-
it's actually really neat because and that's part of the reason why we're doing this today is that I wanted to test out to make doubly sure that this works. But the recording that I'm doing right now should be at 1080p, but then what's being streamed to Twitch is being downscaled to 720p, which is really neat.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Mikey's like, I have a simple mind. I see stream, I click.
Well, I'm glad when you see stream, it's mine, and then you choose to click on it. So,
Indeed.
I appreciate that. It was really nice having like people show up for this. Maybe it's just because it's Pokemon, I guess, but still. The fact that Mr. Richmond was like, "Oh, hey, look, it's that guy. That guy who was like half decent at rating Game Jam games, I guess."
It was the rich version of Zach.
Yes. Zach Rich Man.
Zach Richman.
Oh, so Saba, I was talking to Grant the other day. A surprise, I know, but I was thinking about it and I was like, I really hope that they like change how the Arceus encounter works in Brilliant Diamond. Because I was thinking about it and I was just like, isn't it kind of nuts that the literal god of all Pokemon can get caught in a Pokeball?
Yeah, but
Like,
isn't
that's a
that
little
how it's always been? Like, you can catch
Correct.
a legendary.
However, this is fucking God we're talking about. So
And you
so
also just captured a god of time and space. I don't know.
no,
Like,
that's
none of it
different.
makes
It's
sense.
different. What I'm
no, it's
saying,
not acceptable.
what I'm saying is that I think it would be super freaking cool if Arceus, when you throw the Pokeball, if Arceus caught the Pokeball with his like God powers and then judged you to determine whether or not you were worthy. And then if it determined
Okay.
that you were worthy,
That's pretty cool.
got caught.
That's pretty cool. Shocker.
It's almost as if you two are friends or something. I wouldn't go that far. I would say maybe business acquaintances.
That's super funny. Actually, the guys know each other way longer before like I joined. So
That's true. I barely even know Saba.
barely. He's not the you know, Zach he's not the only person I talk to for hours on end. Sometimes I
Who
talk
are
to
you?
everyone else more.
Who
Oh
are
my
you?
God. To be fair,
How did you get
I
into
really
my
do
house?
need to- How'd you get it?
Why are you eating all of my ice cream sandwiches?
Pasta? Oh, you said you owed me some, Zach. You said you would
No,
send
I
me
said
some.
I would
haven't gotten
DoorDash
yet.
them to you. Get out of my
I still don't
house.
have- I still don't have them yet, Zach.
Why are you just tracking mud everywhere? Where'd you even get the mud? There's like a long driveway to get here.
I like what Mikey said. I'm just a cat that Obo brought home.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Though I do say I need to closen the bond of friendship that I have with the other guys as well. I've
Nah.
been trying to do that. Hey, you're not a part of this, Zach. This is my relationship.
You're on my
friendship-
stream and you're saying I'm not a part of this?
No, my
You're
friendship
not a
with
part
you
of
is
this.
different with everyone else.
I know it's true. My friendship is worth more.
Oh my gosh.
That's so mean.
Zach is on a mean streak today.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so full of fucking vinegar for some reason.
But Zach, I have been
Don't talk
trying
about
to
my butt.
message. Hey, Zach's butt. So I have been trying to
Dang.
like, you know, message Lawrence to hang out more. He never responds.
That's
What are you
true.
talking about?
Lawrence is extremely bad at responding to messages. It's true. It's well known, well
Yeah.
documented even.
Yeah, I've been
What are
trying.
you
I said,
talking
let's
about,
hang out
Stella?
this time. And Lawrence, like an hour and a half after I said I wanted to meet, messages me back. And I'm like, it's already too late, but I wanted you an hour ago. And he's just like,
I
"Thanks, sorry."
came as soon as don't clip that what I said, but I joined in as soon as I could.
That's a pretty good Futurama joke, Mikey. I got it. Don't worry.
Make our own stream with blackjack and hookers.
So if any of us had a stream with blackjack and hookers on it, it would definitely be Saba.
Oh, 100% me, the person who doesn't even like to curse.
It's true. That's why you need some big titty bimbos in order to balance out your stream.
Once again, looking straight down. Anywho.
Saba! God, keep it PG. What's wrong with you?
Hey, is this person
What, the
on
floor is below me? What are you thinking?
What do you do? Oh, he's surfing.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't have the HM surf yet. Lawrence, come this way, you fool.
I'm
You're right.
exploring.
To your white.
Alright.
To your right, not white.
To your
Right.
white.
To your white.
To your
Right.
white. I guess I am your white for now. Now you got HM cut, right?
I did talk to the professor.
Hit B.
Nothing happened.
That should be your. That should be your
Nothing
bag.
happened.
Oh, my bag button.
Yeah. Go a couple tabs over, next to the Pokeball, to the right of the Pokeball.
So what you're telling me, Mikey, is I'm the cat Zach
okay.
brought home, but Lawrence
Teach
is
it
the dog
to
that Zach
your
adopted?
Lillipup, probably. No, I'm
Is
a
it give or use?
dog whistling. Lawrence is like a dog. That's true. Oh, so that means I'm a fox because I'm both.
Oh,
Zach, Zach, reduce the vinegar, Zach.
reduce the vinegar.
No,
but
more
teaching
vinegar.
I
Teaching-
have the
teaching this
screenshot,
is-
Zach. I can prove you are wrong.
I don't wanna know
You
if
want to
it's use or
use
give.
you want to use it.
Use, okay.
Use it and give it to your pat rat.
Ah, evil.
Cat
There you
rat.
go.
Yeah, there you go. So your
Yeah.
HMs you have
okay.
an unlimited number of uses for. TMs you can only use once. And now if you back out and try to cut that tree,
Would you like to cut it? Yes. we did a
Lawrence
pose.
would like to contribute to deforestation. Yes,
there you go.
That's what he
Now
wants
Lawrence,
to do.
you need to go. Yeah. So you need
There's a little bit of forestation going on.
so you gotta do all that jazz.
All right.
You got like story stuff that you gotta do.
Phew.
Like you're
I mean, you
saying.
did have a hyena fursona. Define fursona.
Define fur.
Define sona.
Sona. What the heck?
You guys are
Is that
funny.
Is that an egg?
Is that an egg?
no.
Lawrence got taken out in real life. What?
People showed up and look, they're gonna beat the shit out of that Pokemon.
Oh no. What are you doing? We're foolish humans.
Wait, so how big are the changes in story in Pokemon Platinum?
Not too much. Just like little efficiencies and stuff. A little bit less less like running back and forth.
Because I know, let's say, from the ones that I've seen, which is like Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Moon, right? I've heard that, like, you know, that variation of the game is a little bit more intensive on the battles rather than story. Versus, I think they said like, oh, if you just want to focus more on the story, get the regular Sun and Moon. Like that's, I think, the first time I've heard that there's like a difference.
I mean, I can
understand.
understand that. And although I haven't played them myself, I can definitely believe it. But Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon have post-game content that's pretty neat.
Oh, okay.
Mikey says
'Cause
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are bad examples.
Well, I use that example because that's the first time I seen like Ultra. Like I didn't even play Black and White, so Black and White didn't exist on my radar. So I didn't even realize that Black and White had a Black and White too.
Yeah, which Black and White 2
so
are a
yeah.
lot better in my opinion. Mikey also says it's okay to be a furry, no judgment here. I know you're a furry, and I'm not saying I'm not a furry. I'm just saying I don't really like the label. Mostly just because, as a theoretical internet personality, it leads to a lot of stuff that might be troublesome in the future. I don't
Like, if
know.
I were to
It's different, you know, or maybe not different, but I don't know. I'm up for a good time. I think that's as much as I can say.
Let's see, like if I were to make my VTuber thing, it would probably be a cat girl. So I guess that inherently is.
I thought your VTuber thing was the
Gonna be a cat?
the Persian cat.
It is. It'll just be though me as like a transformed half into human form.
You're up
Whatever.
for a good time. Good pun. I give you a 6 out of 10 on that pun.
Yeah. 6 out of 10. No
Now,
higher.
now you see, Saba, if you are gonna get a VTuber and start streaming at some point, you can have the Persian cat, sure, but you gotta make sure you give yourself some giant titties so that way people
Oh
will
my
actually
freaking
tune
God.
in.
It's actually super annoying if there's too much jiggle physics, because I've seen a couple of people that have eaten it, and I'm like, stop! That's not the way that works. It hurts to see it jiggle.
That's how it works in anime. All right.
Luckily, I'm not animal.
It's really funny because one of the guys who used to be on the Super Best Friends, Pat, his fiance, she got a VTuber recently, and it's the typical fare where she's like a fox girl. It basically just looks like her with fox ears and a little bit like heavier in the chest, but not by much. And that's one of my favorite things is that sometimes she'll do like Q&A sessions where she'll like turn off the VTuber and turn on the regular webcam, and people are like, "What? You actually look like that?" And she's like, "Yeah."
Like it doesn't look at all like her VTuber, is what you're saying?
No, I'm saying she looks almost exactly like her VTuber.
Oh, like identical.
Ooh.
Okay, so she went the almost identical. I actually wouldn't mind doing that. Like, for example, I would like have it how like my hair looks like in real life, and I would wear like probably relatively realistic clothing, like maybe like themed a little bit, but relatively realistic. And
I
like
mean,
the
if-
only thing
if-
that would be
Yeah.
and besides like the cat ears obviously, but what I would even do, because my like little avatar is white, like what I would do is that I would like have it fade out into white, so like have the brown fade out into the white ears. So
That's not bad.
that's what I would do.
Because, I mean, like, we talked about it before, but if I had a VTuber, I would probably go for a VTuber that was, like, really out there design-wise. Like, as inhuman as physically possible.
So you're a D&D character.
So you're a
Yeah,
D&D
so,
character.
I think it'd be really fun to do Gavik Oozler at some point. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
But
But
I
then,
wanna
like,
see
another
with
one that
Professor Mir.
I was thinking of was that, imagine a VTuber that was a knight, right? And then you could see his eyes through like the slits in his helmet, but his helmet was really tall and had like 18 sets of eyes going up the entire way. And so that way for the VTuber, it tracks my eyes, but every set of eyes above that is slightly offset by like half a second. So it's
You're weird,
basically
Zach.
just like big
You're
big
weird.
waves of eyes as my eyes move around. I think that'd be really neat.
big waves of eyes.
Big waves of eyes. I don't know about how I feel about my first visual impression of Saba is a cat with booba. I mean, it's not far off. She's tiny. As she continuously says, she is
Aggressive.
quite chest heavy.
Not super. I mean, I've seen people with insane chest. It's not crazy.
In everything but
But it
species,
is
Saba's
annoying.
already a cat.
I can't tell if it's actually how he feels though, because
She
I
like
can't tell
she
if my
likes
personality.
she likes to
I like to think
she
I'm
likes
a
to
cat.
sleep in the sun.
Only in the winter time. Dude, the sun's become like freaking fire vision and stuff like that.
Saba's an ice cream sandwich stealing cat gremlin. That's pretty true. That's pretty
I've
accurate.
never lived with Zach. He doesn't know if I would steal his ice
You
cream
came to
sandwiches.
game nights a few times and you definitely stole my patience.
So did everyone else in that room, Zach.
Also fair. I'm just waiting for Lawrence to finally fucking finish his encounter so we can leave.
Oh.
I've been wandering around fighting random Pokemon for like an hour.
Listen, man, I'm getting in line with the story.
I know, and that's totally fine because I understand for you this is your first Pokemon story, so you want to experience it. But it's just really
Oh,
funny
yeah.
how like I plow through it in like 2 seconds and then you're still just like wandering around.
Yeah.
Mikey.
So make
What
sure you
is
pick
your
up all the Pokeballs
opinion?
around. There's 3 in this area, and then after that you gotta
Yeah.
go back to that. Remember where the lady brought you and she had that weird
What's going
she had that weird machine in her room?
Yeah. That's,
After you get those
back
3
in the city.
Pokeballs, you gotta go get there. Sorry,
Gotta go
Sabi,
get
you were
there.
asking Mikey.
What is your opinion, Mikey, on the Pokemon Legends Arceus?
She's fielding
and Zach have had
questions
issues.
a lot.
Well, I want to see what people think because I think a lot of people agree with what you said, and I talked to Richmond a little while ago where me and Zach both have the same opinion. Or I can see what he says where with like it's in the overall scheme of games, it is disappointing.
Technologically,
on, like, the
it's disappointing.
Yeah, it's technologically disappointing, but at the same time, I'm also correct
Oh, there's
that
4 Pokeballs actually, not
the-
3. Sorry.
the game looks better than the previous Pokemon game, and also I like the variants. The variants seem good.
The variants seem kind of neat. I'm looking forward to Legends. To be honest, it's something different, and I think that's totally fair. Like that's one of the opinions that I think is super fair. I've seen people that have said like, "Well, I'm gonna get it anyway because it's a Pokemon game," and that's not valid because that's why Pokemon has like very rarely updated. Like that's why it's taken 20-something years for it to finally go into a slightly new genre. But that being said, this is just a spin-off. It's not like the next official Pokemon game per se.
Yeah.
I'm still hoping for
Agree with
Mighty
you.
Sword and Mighty Shield one day. That'd be great.
I do agree, though. I wish the whole fan base like kind of pushed. Yeah, and Mikey's got the opinion about the gameplay being fun, Zach.
No, but well, like, yes, obviously, but there's a little bit of a difference because it's not necessarily that the Pokemon, like, I'm not saying that the Pokemon games need to be like high fidelity, but there's like I mean, we talked about it, Saba, right? Where there's like there are
like
certain
shadows.
Yeah, like the fact that the
like
fact that
that.
the shadows are based on or are rendered based on a sphere calculation is like that's shit from like 2002. Like people haven't done that for like over 2 decades, and like the fact that they're doing that in the trailer is bonkers to me. Or like the fact that like the animations for a lot of the Pokemon, and this is Sword and Shield, not Legends, but like the animations for a lot of the Pokemon were just like the idle animation, but with like a slight wiggle or whatever, where they would just take the model and spin it side to side. Like that's embarrassing. And so
Like,
I don't
and
know.
what I can say,
There's a difference where it's
yeah.
just like I understand the opinion of I'm not here for visuals, I'm here for gameplay. And if that's your like view on the situation, you're never going to be disappointed because the Pokemon games will always be like decent to good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just wish like as a fan base, like, and I agree, like technically it's not important, but it's like don't you think Pokemon should be in like the standards of like the other games?
I would
that are,
say
like, out
I
right
would
now?
say it's considering that Pokemon is the most valuable and lucrative franchise in human history, I definitely think it should be at least comparable to something from 2010.
Because let's be honest. If they made a game that looks as good as like what you can get today, I'm pretty sure all Pokemon fans would be going crazy. Like
Yeah.
they would be like,
I mean,
they would
like
be
think of
so
how
happy.
we responded to Pokemon Snap too.
yeah, man, Zach, I'm still waiting. We got
shit to do, man. There's a lot of shit to do.
I don't even have a Switch, Zach. We'll get one.
We gotta, not only that, but I also gotta start editing Listed Retail Price episode 2. So then I can start editing Jumping into Shonen, which is gonna be my first fully scripted video, which originally was gonna be the War on Normal Types, but that's taking too long.
Dude, well, I don't understand. Like, we're technically ready to like jump into the thing, right?
It takes,
Aren't we?
no, because I have to write the scripted shit. I have to
Well,
write
how did you write Jumping into Shonen? You just started a phone
Well, because Jumping into Shonen-
and
Jumping
started
into-
talking about the thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, writing Jumping into Shonen is very little. Like, I just have an intro to do. Because most of that video is just going to be our conversation where I put, like, clips and images in front of it, right? But,
That's true. We have like actual research for the. And,
we have
like,
actual research, and it has to be,
changes,
like,
yeah.
well-structured, because I really care about that video. What does Mikey say? Mikey said, it's also funny to make your own Pokeballs on your own and giving a middle finger to Kurt. That is true. It's kind of neat that you're able to use, like, the apricots or whatever to make the old-school Pokeballs. That's kind of neat. Mikey says, I've been ignoring the fan base reaction, to be honest. It's not worth the mental exhaustion. I agree. But it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm, like, I feel like the general zeitgeist, like, it's not the general zeitgeist, I guess, but it's the discourse about the discourse that I'm getting, like, kind of sick and tired of. But I'm also contributing to it by saying, like, I expect better. Or not expect better, I guess, but I guess I hope for better. Lawrence, what are you doing?
I'm getting bite. Also stuck in
Oh,
the
okay,
net.
okay. Understood.
Yeah, and I haven't really seen the fan base that much talking because I don't involve myself with reading it. But me and Zach have just talked about it. That's like
We've talked about it. It's
that's as much as I've gone.
I'm definitely closer to the side of like, man, these last few games have been disappointing than the kind of fan that's just like, oh, I'll play anything. But you know, it's still like I don't know, like obviously I don't approve of people sending like fucking death threats to Game Freak. Like that's excessive, obviously.
Because I think me and Zach have been talking, like, it's not Game Freak that's like causing the
These issues are not
evolution
caused by
into
Game
the
Freak. Yeah,
standards.
it's caused
No,
by
it's-
the Pokemon Company not having to make any changes to make money. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I wish Mr. Richmond was here still, but like, despite all the controversy and like all the people that were disappointed in Sword and Shield, the fact that Sword and Shield still made 4,000% of its budget back is insane.
Because it's like, if you think about it, once again, it's funny because technically improving the game to have higher standards can be seen as a risk due to the time it'll take and maybe the investment in more people.
Yeah,
but
and why would you do that if
honest,
you're already making money?
Well, yeah, but it was like, let's be honest, you're probably going to make millions of more like dollars if you actually improved it.
Yeah, I mean, we already talked about this, right? But like, think about like what Monster Hunter World did for Monster Hunter. But that being said, Pokemon is fucking Pokemon, dude. Like, like Pokemon is such an like an absolute juggernaut of a franchise that I don't really think. I don't know. Like, they could probably release a mainline game that only had like 50 Pokemon in it with nothing else, and it would probably do gangbusters. Lawrence, what are you doing?
I thought we was gonna be continuing.
Did you get all 4 Pokeballs?
Yeah.
You did? Okay, let's go. Well, you still need to go back to the lady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm level 16. I think I just evolved. Oh, never mind. I guess this must be 17. I don't remember when I evolved. I thought 16 was the thing for Tepig.
I think just the biggest
Do you like my Zigzagoon, by the way, Lawrence?
I do like the Zigzagoon.
This is straight from Hoenn.
Can you keep your Pokemon? Do they just reset in level?
No, they don't reset in level. They go into your PC box. I'll even show you if you want. Lawrence,
Like,
it's the top it's the top thing. Yeah, look at that. Look at Lawrence. He's walking around with his thing.
Yeah. It's the only one that can follow me.
So here you go. So these are all my Pokemon, but you see the ones with the stripes through them? They're too high of a level for me to use.
So once you get to that high of a level, you can bring them back
Unova
out
starters
again and use
evolve
them?
at 17. That's interesting. That's kind of interesting that they made that distinction. I wonder if they evolve at 17 because those first 2 fights always put you to level 2 if you win. That's neat.
Yes, good.
Lawrence has no
Pokemon,
Pokemon, but you will eventually, I promise.
I will.
Lawrence,
I will
quick!
collect them all.
Right here, this one. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there.
Yeah.
We've been in this city for the entire stream. Actually, it's 7:07. Do you have to go, Lawrence?
I do. Let me just finish this.
Okay.
Wait, you're not the.
It's
There you
her.
Oh yeah, but overall, what I wanted to say for the whole thing, it's like, it's just unfortunate that like you can't get all Pokemon fans to like tell the Pokemon company to like raise their standards. Like, that's just never gonna happen. Even though it would be, I think, way easier on their part, especially with all, because they're making way more bank than they need to.
Right, but
in
that's
terms
like
of like
business,
upgrading.
you know?
We'll share, and I'm just saying it as a consumer's perspective.
Yeah.
Like, we can't make the fans like push the Pokemon company to like upgrade and like allow the studios to like, hire more people or like do things like how they want and like make the game better.
I don't know. It's just like I really just feels like Game Freak just needs time. They just need time to like catch up technologically, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Plus, if you're not
Plus, they're
Japanese, your opinion
Japanese.
means nothing to them. That's pretty true as well.
And I know like the Japanese like also, I think like if they were like they can like, if something's wrong with something, they will push like the companies to like be better. But I don't know. I guess just the Pokemon's weird. I guess Pokemon's weird.
I mentioned this before, and I don't know if you can tell on stream, but you guys can see, like on stream, you can see my cursor, but I can't see my cursor on my monitor for whatever reason. So whenever I want to click on something, I have to look at my OBS stream to figure out where my mouse is. It's really weird.
Alright, done talking to this lad.
Okay, so
All right.
you're all set then. Bottom right, at the very bottom right is the thing. You have to log out first. If you just close, it might corrupt your stuff.
Oh.
That, and then log out and then exit.
I do want to say though, why can't you change your hairstyle in this game?
You can.
Why not allow people to just easily change from like their hair being down to a ponytail?
Well,
Like, that just feels weird.
I mean, we could discuss that if you actually want, but it's more more along the lines of, here, let me just turn Lawrence off real quick. There we go. So I'm gonna be back. We're gonna be done. We're gonna be stopping streaming here in a minute, but there we go. Now it's just me. There's no picture in picture. Bye, Lawrence. This was a lot of fun. When's the next time you want to do this?
Oh, I don't know. Probably sometime in. I don't know. You want to be ballsy and do it in like the weekends before actual stream?
The weekends before actual stream, so like on Friday prior to 7?
I was thinking about like Saturday.
Saturday, like what, 4 to 7?
Yeah, about.
Okay.
If you can't, that's like totally
no,
fine.
no, it's not. No, it's not a time problem. It's just that I really want to play this more on my free time, but I am stuck in Unova until we get to the 4th badge, and then I can start going back to the other regions that I've already been in and stuff. Like, who knows? Maybe I could go back and I could join Saba on her journey. You know?
Ooh, yeah.
So I gotta figure out what I want to.
Dude.
I gotta figure out what I want to do in regards to that. Whether or not I want to, while you're not playing, just go all the way to badge 4 and then join Saba for her playthrough. Like, cause that'd be kind of fun, right? If I could just hopscotch between the 3 of you, including Grant, like that'd be kind of fun if I could just hopscotch around. But I don't know, maybe that's a little extreme.
I don't know.
Because I want to do the journey with Lawrence, but only being able to play for like 2 to 3 hours. Because we streamed for what? We streamed for a little over 2 hours today.
Indeed.
In my own playthrough, at the 2 hour mark, I was at 3 badges, and we just got one. Oh my goodness!
You really fast.
Zach,
well, I mean, I've already played. I've already played most of these.
Yeah.
But so I don't know. We'll figure it out, because I want to go through it with Lawrence. You know, like I want to experience the story at the same time. Yeah. But now I'm fucking trapped in the universe. I can't leave. I can't go back to Hoenn. I can't go to Sinnoh.
You can never leave.
Let me think. I guess I could just not play. I could just watch Saba, help her out with some stuff.
That's true. I can entertain you for once.
For once, it's true.
For once.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna hold off. But yeah, so Lawrence, let's plan. Now, would you be more comfortable with 4 p.m. my time? So like 1 or 2 p.m. your time? Like, do you want to play for 3 hours or 2 hours?
Let's try 3 hours.
Okay, I think we can get that working. So this Saturday, 4 p.m. we're gonna be on, and we'll. I could make this work. We could stream Pokemon for 3 hours and then like Ace Attorney for 4 or for another 3.
Zach's going to be starting to throw himself into how actual streamers like 7-hour streams. For,
yeah, it's
like,
gonna be
Saturday.
6 hours of streaming on a Saturday. It's gonna be kind of nuts, but I think we can make it work. All right. Well, that was fun. That was a good time. It's a crying shame that despite Mr. Richmond's generosity, that 69 cents he gave me is more or less just going to go straight to Twitch. Because I'm not gonna be able to earn $25 in the next month. But whatever, it's fine. Thank you very much for coming to stream, Mikey. This was kind of impromptu. We didn't necessarily plan this in advance. I just wanted to test out some of the new recording settings and stuff that I have going. But yeah, this was a lot of fun.
It was indeed.
So we'll probably be back for more Pokemon MMO on Saturday.
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent.
Coolio.
All right. That's stream. Good night, everybody.
Stream.
And by good night, everybody, I still want to talk to Saba, but good night, stream.
Good night, stream.
Well, good night, everyone else.
Good night, Lawrence.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.